A mother walks into her son's bedroom to clean up and finds a severed human head and hands hidden in its closet. This is one of the most gruesome and shocking discoveries in recent true crime history. The horrifying case of Warren Barnes. Warren Barnes was a 69-year-old man known affectionately as the Reading Man in Grand Junction, Colorado. Despite being homeless, Warren was well liked by the community. People would often stop to chat with him. He was described as kind, harmless, and someone who kept to himself. No one could have imagined his tragic end. On February 27, 2021, Warren was sleeping under a highway overpass, as he often did. He had no idea that a 19-year-old local teenager had been watching him. It was about to change everything. Without warning, Brian stabbed him multiple times. Warren never stood a chance. Driven by a disturbing curiosity, he later told police he had always wondered what murder felt like. He dismembered Warren's body. He cut off the head and hands and took them back to his family home. He brought them home and hid them in a large plastic container in his bedroom closet, right in the middle of his ordinary family life.
Psychologists and criminologists later described Brian's behavior as a classic example of curiosity-driven violence, mixed with a profound lack of empathy. At just 19 years old, Brian showed signs of what experts call affective callousness, the inability to feel or understand the emotional pain of others. He treated the murder almost like an experiment, a way to satisfy a dark fascination with death and control.
Brian then drove around trying to dispose of the remains, even attempting to sink his car in the Colorado River.
But he kept the head and hands. He brought them home and hid them in a large plastic container in his bedroom closet. Psychologists and criminologists later described Brian's behavior as a classic example of curiosity-driven violence, mixed with a profound lack of empathy. The crime was not only brutal, but also calculated in its attempt to conceal what had happened. Brian's actions showed a level of detachment and curiosity that shocked even experienced investigators. The psychological profile of Brian Cohey Jr. later revealed a young man struggling with dark fantasies, a lack of impulse control, and a disturbing fascination with violence and death.
A few days later, on March 1st, 2021, Brian's mother Terry Cohey was cleaning her son's room while running an in-home daycare. She noticed a suspicious container in the closet and opened it. Police says, "Oh." What she found inside would haunt her for the rest of her life. Warren's decomposing severed head and hands covered in maggots. In complete shock and horror, Terry immediately called 911. Her panicked call captured the exact moment. When police arrived, Brian Cohey walked straight up to them and confessed. "Officers, I need to tell you what happened." "Go ahead." He showed no remorse at all while describing the crime. The jury has found the defendant guilty of murder in the first degree. He was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. Warren Barnes was a gentle man who never hurt anyone. He was simply trying to survive. His life was brutally taken by a teenager who wanted to know what murder felt like. His mother's horrifying discovery not only solved the case, it destroyed her world in an instant. This case is a chilling reminder that evil can hide in the most ordinary places. Even inside a family home. What do you think? How could a 19-year-old commit such a horrific crime with no apparent motive? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I read every single one. If you want more chilling true crime stories like this, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. Thank you for watching. This is Facia Media. Stay safe out there. Stay safe out there.